What's up, y'all? I'm gonna try to keep this blog to about 5 minutes. Just finished up a good little workout. Got Clark Atlanta homecoming coming up next week, so I was out here bad, man. I was 244 pounds, so I'm not gonna tell you how much I am now, but pretty soon it'll be a video letting y'all know how much slimmer I am compared to that 244 I was a few months ago. But off of that, Jada Pinkett Smith did an interview today. I believe it was either Good Morning America or the Today Show. So don't kill me in the comments for not knowing which one it was. You know, men ain't supposed to be into tea like that. You know, as the kids say, mostly as the women say. Men ain't supposed to be into tea, but this is just more one of those situations where it's like, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I wasn't crazy in terms of something that I observed the night that Will Smith keep my wife's name out your mouth. When I did my video, and some of y'all might not, check for my videos that much to go back that far and like scroll through all the videos I've done to be able to verify this. But I made a comment that Will and Jada were not sitting together. So it seemed kind of crazy that they husband and wife, they're at this event so-called together, but they were not sitting together. I'm gonna come back to that. I don't have ADHD. I promise you. When Jada gave her interview today, of course, it's always in support of a book that's coming out. She's writing a book, a tell-all book. And she's basically highlighting the fact that part of what the book is going to talk about is that her and Will have been separated for 7 years. They have not been living together for 7 years. Obviously, that would include what happened at the Oscars, because I want to say, man, that was 2 years ago. It feels like it happened last year, but yeah, I think it was 2 years ago. And then you have to question if the stuff with August Alsina and the entanglement and the cheating or whatever you want to call it, it feels like that slips inside of 7 years. So why even do a red table talk discussing infidelity or cheating if y'all separated? When grown people are separated and you don't have enough common sense to get a divorce, you gonna sleep with other people and date other people. That's what being separated means. You have your own individual life. But enough of that. Let me bring it back. Lupita Nyongo, aka what's her name on Black Panther? It's not Natasha. Nikita. Her fine, super dark chocolate soap from Africa by way of Mexico. She was sitting with Will. She was comforting Will when he became upset. I saw she put her hand on his shoulder and behind his back when he was crying about what he had just done. But also, the way she looked at him when he was cussing out Chris Rock, it was a cross between like amused and shocked, and I could tell she was turned on. Because Will ain't no bad looking guy, so even though he's married, I'm on a date with him, so you already like him because of that. I hate this light. But the other thing is, we know that most black women will not admit it per se, and some of them will. Like the sexy reds of the world will admit it, but most black women either like or prefer the men who take the penitentiary chances. The rest of us are squares to them. So she really seemed like she became enticed, and I won't use the other word, when he was cussing Chris out from his seat. But it makes sense now. When I said then, it looked like Will was on a date with Lupita Nyongo, and she was the one who escorted him to this event. And Jada seemed not to have any problem with it, like it was cool. Yeah, it's one of only two things. Either you are in that open relationship like they always claim to be, and they just openly date who they want to date and go on double dates. How crazy is that? You go on double dates and you marry. You married, but you're going on double dates with two other people. But she says that they just keep everything up for appearances, for business purposes. So we still have to go as Will and Jada Smith, the couple. But he clearly was on a date with her, and now it just all makes sense. So tell me in the comments, what do y'all think about Jada coming out with this information? And the second question is, do you think Will Smith should finally just call it a day and just file the divorce papers himself? If he got to give up half the money, just so be it. Sometimes your peace of mind and your happiness is always a step above and beyond just having some money.